The problem you have is that there is no way to sneak into the research section. The only way in available to you is a weak section of wall I've marked in the room beyond the stores. It can be destroyed with explosives.
Doesn't sound like a problem to me. Where are these explosives?
In that crate.
Cute. Very cute.
By the way, the stores are crawling with guards. It may go against your nature, but try sneaking through rather than blasting everything.
Certainly. Any other pearls of wisdom?
That crate,
Yes.
it really doesn't like being shot.
Right, now if I can just fight the urge to report him to base security.
I think there's a little sexual tension. Anyway. Welcome to one of my favorite levels. I really like the design of this level. It introduces the bulkiest weapon of the game. And overall it's just really fun. I shot that guy's gun out of his hand, but he was running at me with the same animation like he was holding his gun, which is pretty funny. I don't know what he was going to do when he got to me. Yeah, I'm not going to use the crate. You really don't have to. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's reloading. It's always nice when you can pull off a headshot like that. Yeah, I've done the level with the crate.
Intruder alert!
You have to hold it up to you. The guards can shoot it and it'll explode and then you die or fail the mission.
Got me.
Also, that thing he was doing with his hands, guards in GoldenEye do that too. Shoot that and it explodes, and extra Falcon. I think that looks cool holding two pistols.
Come here.
I always like that. That guy would not die. I like when the guards go, "Jeez," like that guy just did. I'll still do that to this day. Just, like, if something goes wrong, be like, "Jeez." For a while there, I forgot what it was from. I had just done it so much. Like, people quoting lines from movies, but they have no idea what movie it's from. Like, "Be afraid, be very afraid." That's from the 80s version of The Fly. I mean, how many people actually know that? That's where that started. I think that was on the posters in the, like in the movie theaters. There's a guard up there trying to do it. He said, "I heard a noise." That's another one of my favorite things the guards say. They say it in these weird voices. This really strange voice acting adds this really surreal, kind of disjointed feel to the game. Kind of like watching an episode of Space Ghost. I particularly like it. Well, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Not the original Space Ghost from the 60s. But I particularly like this room. I like the all the crates that are stacked really high. It really looks like a warehouse. Time to go to town on these guys. Alright, I'll just get on the elevator as these guys writhe in pain. I thought those elevators were so cool as a kid. I used to think of games in my mind, and there was always an elevator like that in a warehouse. And the dragon is the main weapon of this level, which is awesome. I really like this gun.
Get the hell out of here!
I don't know what that guy was gonna do, just open the door, surrender, and then say, "Get the hell out of here." But that's the same guy from the level before that I didn't kill, although it is a different character model this time around. But you get into a hidden, unguarded area this way. I remember sometimes I would kill that guy, sometimes I wouldn't, and I didn't understand why in this level sometimes that door was unlocked, sometimes it wasn't. I was a really stupid, unintuitive little kid. But I like how this area looks like it's built into the side of a mountain. And you get the Phoenix, which is an alien pistol that shoots explosive shells, which is pretty cool. And it also just shoots, you know, like lasers, but that function's pretty weak. It's like the strongest of Falcon 2, but if you've got a gun that can shoot explosive shells, then, you know, use that. And you can typically not hurt yourself with this one, which is pretty cool. Definitely worth it to get that, because you don't have to carry that crate to the section of wall to blow that up. And also, you don't have to do it anyway, because you can throw your dragon at it, although you would lose all your dragon ammo, so it's just a better choice. I like doing this. If they run into the explosions, it'll kill them. And you don't have to be accurate with it, you just have to shoot at them. There's always at least 1 or 2 guards up here that manage to survive. And notice the aiming is different. I'm hoping the explosion will clip through the ground, but it doesn't. And also, the way that gun reloads is really weird. It's all like gelatinous, and you put this orb into it. I think it looks cool. How did Joanna know to do this? Still trying to hit the guard, but I just completely wasted like 4 explosive shots. I love it when you get a direct hit with an explosive shell. The way their bodies fly off and they get all charred. So there's the section of wall. I think the X mark there is pretty cool. I remember thinking this felt really, like really far away, like you were really far underground. Then you get an entrance to this lab, or whatever this is. I switched to the laser to be quiet, but he fucking shot at me and the other guards heard it, and I kept missing. Also, these guards take a lot more damage.
The temperature's dropping. You must be close to the cryo room.
I'm trying to line up a shot. There was a guy back there whose gun malfunctioned, and he would have been able to hit me if I didn't hear him go, "My gun!" And if he didn't mess with his gun. But here, the bogus gun in the game. So many guys just got alerted to me. Look, yeah, this is an awesome weapon. It's the dragon, only it can shoot grenades, which are pretty accurate and it's really fun to do. And it's basically my favorite way to use this gun, and also it's just like the dragon in every other aspect, only you don't have to get rid of your gun for it to explode. Those guys shot me with the tranquilizer gun that fuck up your vision. It's really annoying. I like that flip that guy did. Yeah, over the intercom, they're calling for people to go to different areas. And one of them is Captain Santiago, go to Medical Base 6, I believe. And when I was a kid, it always made me think of this dude I knew, James Santiago, who I really didn't like. So, there's a very tiny alien in there that you can only see with an X-ray scan, which is kind of interesting, but it doesn't have much of a point. The guards just kind of run in from anywhere in this area. I'm not sure if they spawn in or if they can just hear you from their posts. Not sure what I'm doing there. But yeah, that guy, Santiago, I hated hearing Captain Santiago because it always made me think of that guy. I really didn't like him because he was really successful with girls in school and I wasn't. And he was also like a nice guy, so it was like I wanted to hate him, but he was like a friendly guy, but he was just so successful with chicks and I was so not, I couldn't help but resent him. This area doesn't have any point in this level yet. I just go here to take out these guards so they don't come after me later. But I managed to get kind of hurt there. But yeah, I rather like that they have that intercom calling for different people to go to different places. And that was another thing I had not ever seen in a video game. Like they're doing right now. I had never seen that. I'd never heard anything like that in a game before, except for maybe the bowling mini game you can unlock in that one Spider-Man game. Where they say I need Amanda hug and kiss over the intercom. So here's something I didn't know about until about a few years ago, where you can hack that terminal and make all the lights flicker on and off. It doesn't have any gameplay effect as far as I can tell, but it looks cool. I really fucked up right there. I forgot those 2 guards were right there. And I just was leisurely walking down the hall and they managed to shoot me.
It's a spy! Imposter!
There's a drone gun right there that I used to call them as a kid. and these scientists will activate it, but I blew it up and just killing them because it's fun. Normally you would fail a mission for killing the scientists, but these are American scientists in a military base, so they're bad. You can kill them. There's Santiago again. So yeah, this messes with the doors, makes them open and close constantly. And it's the only way I know how to get into one room to complete an objective.
Leave this area now!
That guy completely says, leave this area now, which makes me positive that that was a British voice actor, because Americans can say words with the A at the end of it without putting an R at the end, which I've noticed a lot of British people tend to do. Like Joanna Dark. So yeah, this room, I think the only way to get in here is by hacking the door terminal. And a really complex objective of blow up a computer. I miss when games had objectives like that, to shoot a grenade at a computer. Well, you can blow it up any way you choose, but yeah, the grenade launcher on this weapon is so good. And its other features so good too. It's just such a great weapon. A bunch of guys in the hangar. I royally fucked that up. Well, maybe not royally, but I fucked it up. I love their fucking flying animations. Like when they go flying from from an explosion, not their takeoff and flight animations. That guy's fucked me up before, that guy that comes out that door. It's kind of a hidden door too. When I was a kid, I used to think up different weapons for the games I would create in my mind. And I was trying to, you know, make something as cool as the dragon. And the best thing I could come up with was Dragoon. Sounds nothing like it, right? There's the cheese over there.
Now, if I can convince someone to part with their uniform...
She says it's so cheeky. Like, uniform.
Who are you? Oh my god!
But yeah, you don't convince someone to part with their uniform, you just take someone's uniform out of a locker, like I'm doing now. And here's a little more of a spy aspect. You go undercover. Here's what the lab clothes look like. Joanna also took the time to style her hair, even though she doesn't have much time. I always have a hard time finding my way out of the bathrooms. But I like the design of this whole level. There's some ammo there that I didn't pick up. I like how people don't seem to notice either that they're having a huge technical malfunction over here. All the lights are flickering on and off, the doors are opening and closing.
The air's heavily recycled around here. Must be near the autopsy lab.
What is this guy doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hiya.
Probably better than you.
Hello.
Hi.
I really like how the guards are friendly to you and make chit-chat with
Oh,
you.
Scott, here at last. Everyone's been waiting for you.
That guy's head is also always the same. But now time to kill everyone in here. Also, the Super Dragon, which I still think is a cool name, I thought was really cool as a kid, has 2 clips, which I think looks kind of cool. But oh, that was awesome. This guy's confidently shooting at me with a sedative. Both of them did the same animation. Oh yeah, some more guys coming through here. Normally that glass is there. It somehow got shattered. I guess one of the guards shot it. But I really liked the way those guys looked as a kid. And they did the same animation too. I remember thinking her hand right here, like when she would hold the dragon like that, looked so realistic. I remember just thinking, man, that looks so fucking real. Can't hide from me. God, that's so fun to do. I love the Super Dragon. And it makes your accuracy better. Because even though you're shooting very inaccurately, because you hit them, it counts towards your accuracy. Why do none of these people go to these designations at the end? the person over the intercom keeps asking him to go to. Now time for an identical room. I don't really know what the point of going to that other room is. Why didn't you just go straight to this one? That guy was going to make a run for it and warn everyone in there, but I managed to get him. I was freaking out. I really did not want him to get in there. I make a pretty big mistake right here. I don't think there's anyone there. Although I clearly saw the guard just then, but I didn't when I was recording. And they took a huge chunk out of my health. Also like it blowing up those cubicle walls or whatever they are. But this is like, how many levels in a row is this where I get to the end of it with barely any health? This is a mad dash right here with the time limit. I also think I shot that guy's gun out of his hand as well. I was so sure I was going to die right here. That guy shot in the leg hopping over here. Come on. I thought that guy had me. I completely thought that guy had me.
There he is, Joe. Buddy, we're gonna be too late.
So there they are working on the alien. They don't seem to notice all the explosions.
Put your hands up and step away from the alien. Don't make me tell you again, Doctor. And turn that laser off.
She says doctor like, you know, like if you really are a doctor. That scene is so stupid. Step away from the alien. I do like that music, though. That plays in that cutscene. I also think that this music sounds a lot like the music that plays in Banjo-Tooie when you're talking to King Jiggy Wiggy. Or, not the king, the Lord Jiggy Wiggy, whatever his name is. Alright.